So here we go. This is the Triumph Tiger 1200 XRT. The stock OEM horn is located just underneath the front beak there. You can see it's got a bit of damage to it, and with the bike powered up we can have a little toot toot and you can hear what it sounds like. It's obviously just in the garage, so a bit kind of scooterish, frankly. So the plan is to replace that with this little beauty. This is the Denali SoundBomb Mini. There we go. Now within the box we get the actual sound horn here. It doesn't appear to have any compressor to it, so it's likely electromagnetic. We've got the mounting bracket screw here. This looks like it'll fit on very nicely in situ of the current horn. Whoops. And just some fairly basic generic instructions. So the very first thing to do here is to disconnect the OEM horn. You can see just at the back it's connected by two cables, positive and negative, and a bolt just in behind it there as well. So I'll quickly go and remove those and we can see what the mounting bracket looks like. So here you can very clearly see where the horn had mounted and where the electrical cables come out just above the radiator guard. Looking at the overall condition of the horn, it's not too bad. It's certainly still functional, but it doesn't have the loudest sound, and you can see a fair bit of rust forming just at the front there from exposure to the elements. So now the plan will be to install with the Denali mount. Let's crack on with that and see what it looks like. Now, just looking at the two brackets, the one at the top here, this is the original bracket that's come off the bike. You can see it's got a bend in it, whereas the supplied bracket from Denali is just a straight sheet piece of metal. So I'm actually going to go and replicate that bend to ensure that on installation the sound horn, this part here, is pointing downward. Now it's very important to stop water ingress. So project complete. We've got the Denali unit, you can just see it here, it's in the same position as the OEM factory horn. The unit did come with two brackets, but I found it quite difficult to sort of put one over the other for additional strength. So I've just used the one bracket, but it fits in quite nicely there. It's snug, a little bit of movement, but not too much. It seems pretty solid there. So I'm quite happy with that. Now for the final test, which is of course to see what it sounds like. I'm pretty happy with that.